so this is something I wanted to start with something interesting.
Yeah.
It's not like laugh out loud funny, but I wanted to know what you guys thought about this because there is a lawsuit currently in the works. Again, that sounds heavy, but it's not that heavy. About fake streams on Spotify. Have you seen this?
Oh, yeah.
So Drake is involved in this. He's one of the songs, but the plaintiff alleges that from January 2022 through September 2025, so that's a month and a half ago, Drake's songs have benefited from, quote, billions of fraudulent streams generated by fake users, bots, and otherwise on Spotify, according to this suit, and it's in the Central District of California. The more users, including fake users, Spotify has, the more ads they can sell, the more profits the company can report, all of which serves to increase the purported value to shareholders. So it's not just Drake, by the way. He's just
there's a ton of major artists.
A ton of major artists. And we've talked about bot farms before, haven't we? And isn't it funny how now it's coming up again?
Isn't it funny how the bot farms are always coming up when you bring it to the show? Isn't that crazy? It's crazy that we keep talking about it because you are talking about it. Well, this is very interesting. And I actually used to do a segment on CTV Morning Live that was predominantly about music. And it was when Spotify was peaking, like when it was like the major streaming service. And there was whispers of how a lot of these numbers are faked and these like artists are pumping money into their own streams. Like it's a self-serving machine, right? And like, I remember Spotify just blatantly shutting it down all the time. But some of these artists, it was like mathematically, you can't even have that many streams per day, per year. Like the numbers weren't making sense. How are you having
several billion streams?
Exactly, right? Yeah. Exactly. And especially now that there's more streaming services offering these artists music.
Market fragmentation.
Exactly. So it's like these numbers can't go up if they can't go up. But I mean, I love Spotify, like the actual.
Oh, the app looks great.
Like the app, not necessarily the company, but I mean, they've had, even look at the year Wrapped, like the Wrap last year, like they're firing people, they're losing cash. A lot of things are happening to the company where it's like losing quality. So it would make sense that they want artists, the bot farming thing does make sense. Long story short is what I'm trying to tell you.
So it's so interesting that you say that because Daniel Ek, who was one of the founders of Spotify, Swedish guy, is stepping down as the CEO at the end of the year. And he stepped down in Q3, which is basically July through the end of September, right? This is the third quarter of the year. And it was the first time in Spotify history that it had been profitable in that quarter. So that's the quarter he chose to step down because obviously at a certain point, it's got to be profitable more than one quarter ever. And he's already made his money. He's investing in some pretty shady stuff outside of that. But beyond all that, I think it's interesting that when you talk about like if this is the new world that we live in, and we talk about like AI and bots and how much of the internet is not human generated anymore, it's just bots and AI slop. How do you tell which artists are actually popular? And you know, the way they used to tell it before, you know, Billboard and that sort of thing is they would look at who showed up to the shows.
Actual, like,
who bought
concert
tickets.
Numbers, yeah.
And I was thinking about that because, you know, you think about somebody like, and I hate to say this because this is probably unfair to her, but you look at somebody like Ice Spice, who for years people have said that's an industry plant. Mm-hmm. Can Ice Spice sell at a tour?
I love Ice Spice.
Can Ice Spice sell at a tour though?
Yeah, like depending on the venue, I'm sure, yeah.
Well, that's been the problem, right? And you look at Jennifer Lopez, extremely popular artist, but she can't sell out a world tour.
Yeah, but she's been, I mean, there's other reasons for that.
Yeah.
She's cruising to get on your nerves, and I love J-Lo. But
do you like J-Lo? Yeah. I don't have a problem with J-Lo.
I love, you know what? I love her as an actress. I do. I think Made in Manhattan is one of my
You love that movie.
I love Made in Manhattan. And you know what? Maybe I'll watch it today. I don't have time, but I'd like to. I love Made in Manhattan, but my God, she gets on. I can see why people are annoyed by her.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I guess my thinking is like a guy like Drake is going to be able to sell out a world tour. He's done it multiple times.
Yeah.
But so what then is the benefit of saying, oh, this got billions of streams other than its advertising dollars? And so we can't really trust, and you have to think this is happening with YouTube as well and Apple Music. Although the interesting thing with Apple Music is they never release their streaming numbers ever. It's not available to the public.
That's kind of sexy, kind of private.
Yeah.
I also don't, I mean, I love Apple, but I don't, like I have all Apple devices. I don't really listen to music on Apple.
Yeah, some people are Apple Music like fanatics.
Yeah, some people swear by it.
I don't, you know what I love? Apple Music I think is really good. The quality of audio is actually better.
It's way better.
And they pay the artists more.
Yeah,
so if that matters to you, if you're looking to put your subscription dollars into something, it's Apple Music. The one drawback with Apple Music for me is the interface. Like the way that you can look up music is terrible.
It makes me feel like I'm using LimeWire.
Man,
and it's like
so true.
Apple, like
iTunes was better than Apple Music.
Absolutely. And like Apple to me is one of the, like interface wise, is one of the best like systems ever. But when it comes to the music app, I don't get it. I use SoundCloud. I love SoundCloud.
SoundCloud?
No, like SoundCloud's even better, especially for like
Really?
smaller artists. Oh yeah, especially for like long form mixes. There's so like
because you're a DJ.
No, I'm not like I am not
DJ
a DJ,
Jax.
but I'm an amateur DJ. But I've always listened to SoundCloud because like all the artists still put their stuff on there, and I find because the thing I like about Spotify is that you can go like let's say you're listening to Taylor Swift, you can go to Taylor Swift Radio, and then it's going to give you all the songs, or you can find a specific song that you're like just press the little radio app or icon, and then it'll give you songs that are similar to that. So that's how I discover a lot of my like the music that I'm listening to. That's how I discovered Olivia Dean like last year, and was through Taylor Swift Radio.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. And I like the song suggestions, and SoundCloud does that really well. Because it just kind of
Spotify does not. It just keeps you back into because Spotify will generate like playlists or whatever. Yeah. But everybody has complained about the fact that you've got to every few months you got to clear your history and clear your cache.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, it'll just keep playing the same songs that you already listening to.
You got to press the radio thing. It looks like a little circle, right?
On Spotify?
Yes, yeah.
I see. I don't find that works for me.
Well,
I keep finding him hearing the same stuff.
You know why? It's because you have that dirty mustache.
Is it the mustache?
Yeah, no app is going to give you anything. I wouldn't give you anything with that mustache.
For anybody listening, by the way, I have a handlebar or a Fu Manchu mustache that I'm growing for Movember.
Yeah, you can go to any of our social feeds and you'll see his mustache. But I'm probably going to report it, so move quick.
My wife hates it. She absolutely hates it. But I don't know if I've ever felt cooler. Like, I love this. I absolutely love this.
I've seen about 10 years or so of that.
Of bad mustaches?
Of your stashes. Mm-hmm. This is a better one.
This is a better one.
Yeah. And I do like a man with a mustache sometimes.
I don't think I look good with one generally, but I do like a handlebar.
It's kind of gray, which I like.
It is. Oh,
it's
yeah.
getting
a
bit
gray.
White. I know. Kind of hot.
You know, it's funny. When you're raising money for Movember now, it's so funny. The people that are... like they're like, well, you're not doing it properly.
What do you mean?
Do you know that there's like a Movember, like there are people that are totally devoted to Movember, which I appreciate and love. Yeah. But they're like, listen, like the mustache needs to be one way and it has to start November 1st. Like I gave myself a running start because I'm not, I don't grow. I only shave like a couple times a week. So I'm not like.
Don't fuck off. Just like give money to prostate cancer. Like don't police the mustaches.
Your mustache has to be a certain way and it can't be this and it can't be that. And you can't give yourself a running start. I'm like, Movember has never said that. That's just you weirdos out in the wild making that up.
You never see that in any women's charities. It's just like people like, it's like, look at this. Look at the Breast Cancer Foundation. Girls just running. Yeah. Everyone's just running. Wearing pink trying to run for the cure.
You're not wearing the right hokas though.
Yeah. It's like you aren't in the right shade of pink. I've never heard that at the run for the cure.
Isn't that crazy?
No. You know what? You tell those guys, stop.
Exactly.
Yeah, you stop right now. I'm sorry. Your mustache is great and you'll get nothing but praise here.
So getting back to just very quickly on our original conversation.
Back to the bot firms.
I want to know, in the future, and that you don't have to answer this question.
Is this going to be a spooky robot question?
No, it's not. How are we going to know? How are we really going to determine outside concert ticket sales, which are so crazy expensive? How are we going to know who the actual popular artists are if this is the way things are going to be run? I don't even know how you police this. I don't know how you stop this. You know what I mean? Do you create bots to stop other bots from streaming music? Like, what do you do? So like, how are we going to know who's actually popular and who's bought it?
This is a crazy question. Maybe it's going to be dumb. Why do we need to know? Maybe it's like, if you are a popular artist, you will make the money. I guess for ad revenue's sake, you would need to know. But like beyond that, it's like, if an artist is popular, they will succeed. If they aren't, they won't.
Okay.
So
do you think it kills the middle though? Like if you can't afford to buy all those bots, and you're an artist that's like semi-popular, that could sell out like a 5,000 seat venue, not a 20,000 seat venue. will that kill that middle ground?
Yes, if you don't have bot cash, like you're
where's
screwed.
the bot cash?
If you don't have that bot dollars, you're screwed. But I also, I don't know.
What is it?
You know what I have? I have bot fatigue because I'm thinking, what are we going to do? And I don't have the answers.
It's existential. It's too much, is it?
I'm just trying to get Fred again tickets. I'm just like, Steph, I need help with that. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, Steph is the concert ticket master.
Yeah.